नमस्कार। आज के ई लर्निंग सेशन में आप सभी का स्वागत है। सो इन द प्रीवियस सेक्शन we have started the various commands and operators in MySQL, and today we will resume our topic, that is various commands and functions in MySQL. And the topic of today's session will be the aggregate function in MySQL. So today we will study what are the various aggregate functions in MySQL, and we will see the practical demonstration of that. So in MySQL there are basically main 5 aggregate functions which we are going to learn today. The first one is max, second is min, third is avg, that is for average, fourth one is sum, and fifth one is count. So we'll see one by one. The first aggregate function, that is max. So what is a max? You can see the name suggests max is a function that takes the column name as an argument and returns the maximum value in that column. So user will put the column name as an argument in this parenthesis. You can see there is a parenthesis like open bracket and close bracket, and in this bracket user will put the column name and returns the maximum value in that column. Okay, so how we are going to do this? So I have opened the MySQL command line client, and here I have the table as employee. Now the max min function can be applied to numeric value as well as to the character value. I am repeating again, max and min both can be applied to the numeric values as well as the character values. So suppose I have to see what is the maximum salary in this column. So I will write select max bracket, and in the bracket I will give the column in which I want to see the maximum value. So I want to see the maximum value in the salary, so I will put emp sal bracket closed from employee. So you can see I am getting the maximum value, that is 1,80,000. Okay, suppose now this is applied to the numeric value. Now I want to apply to the some character value. So suppose I want what is the maximum value in the employee department. So I will write select max, and in the parenthesis argument I will put the column name as employee department. Now production came. How? Because you can see alphabetically, if you will see the first character of each department, that is first is HR, accounts, HR, manufacturing, accounts, production. So P comes at a late. If you see alphabetically A, B, C, D like this, so P has a maximum value. Okay, so that's why, because it will see it the first character, and in the first character you can see P is the maximum value, so that's why production is coming. Okay, so that's how the maximum function works. The second function is min. So what it will do? It will return the minimum value in that column. Okay, so again, now the difference will be I will write the min. Okay, so you can see without doing the practical, first we will see the first value it will compare. So which letter comes first? That is A, accounts. So it will return accounts. So you can see here the minimum value is accounts. Now we will see the numeric values. So numeric values are employee, salary. So you can see the minimum value in this is 50,000. So I am getting 50,000. Okay. So I hope you all are getting my point. So next command, that is avg, that is for average. So this function is applied only for numeric. Okay. So it will be applied only for numeric, avg and sum both, because via sum we can compute average. So average and sum function will be applied to the only numeric values. So first we will see the sum. So what is sum? Sum is a function that takes the column name and as an argument and returns the summation of the values in that column. Okay. So we will see sum function first. So again return. So we will see select sum and then so you can see sum of all the values of employee salary is coming as 6,60,000. Okay, so if you will add all these values, so it will come 6,60,000. So that's the way the sum function works. Okay, now I want the average, so I will use the function avg. So I will use the function avg and employee salary and from employee. So you can see I am getting the average value is like 94,285.7143 like this. So if you add all these values, so I am adding 6,60,000 and I have divided all these values by 7. Why I am dividing by 7? Because I am having the records. I am having the 7 records. So I am having the 7 records in 7 values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I divide 6,60,000, that is sum which we got by 7. So I will get the value around 6. So by calculator you can see like 6,60,000. Okay, and divided by 7, you can see I am getting the same value 94.285 or 7.43. Okay, 7.42 and it is getting the last one, that is 3. Okay, round figure. So that is all about the average function. Okay, I hope you all are getting my point. Now the last function of aggregate and today's session, that is count. So what it does, count is a function that takes the column name as an argument and returns the number of rows that matches the specified criteria. Okay, so it will take the column name as an argument and return the number of rows that matches the criteria. How? So we will see that practical part. So first variation in count is count star. So first we will write count star. What it means? If we write count and in parenthesis, if I put star, so it will return all the records, number of records. So how number of records means number of rows. In the previous session, I told records and rows are both are same terms. Okay. So if I will see there are how many records are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it will return number of records. If I put count star and press enter, so you can see 7. Now I will put count and I will put the now my column name. So column name, suppose I am putting empdpt. So I am putting the number of columns and it will return the number of rows. So for how many? So it will return the non-null values. Okay, means it will return the number of rows who are containing the non-null values for this column. So I am repeating my point. So suppose I am putting count empdpt. So it will return the number of rows. It will return number of rows who are containing the value of employee department as non-null. Null means कोई भी इसमें कुछ ना कुछ वैल्यू होना चाहिए, नल नहीं होना चाहिए. But we can see every row is having some value for employee department. So how many rows that are containing some value for employee department? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So again it will return the number of rows, that is 7. Now next variation of this count is, now I am writing count distinct. Distinct means different, unique. Now so it will return the number of rows who are having the unique different value of employee department. So how many rows are having the different values of employee department? HR 1, accounts 2, account manufacturing 3, and production 4. I am saying it will take only unit, not duplicate. It will not take HR these value because what HR is occurred already. So first it will take this HR, then it will take accounts, then it will take manufacturing, and then it will take production. Means unique values. So the number of rows, how many rows are there? 4. So you can see it will coming as 4. I hope you are getting my point. Now, again, now suppose I want which values are distinct of employee department. Okay, so I will remove this function count. Okay, I will remove this function. So it will return those values of employee department which are distinct, which are unique. So see, we are getting only 4 values which are distinct. That is HR, second is accounts, third is manufacturing, and fourth one is production. So that's why our count was coming 4. So I am putting my previous, that is 4, because I am getting only 4 records: HR, accounts, manufacturing, production. So that's why my count is coming as 4. Hope you are getting my point. Okay. Now I am putting some criteria. Okay. So I am putting, now I am removing employee distinct. I am removing, and I am putting some condition. It is saying how many departments are there, how many departments it will return as where designation is DGM. So you can see, so it will return those records who are, number of records who are having the designation as DGM. So I put the query and it will return the number of records who are having the employer designation as DGM. That is 1, 2, only 2. So it will return as value as 2. Sorry. Sorry, I put the space. That's what is coming. The error. Error should not. The space should not be there. Okay. So the function is correct, but there will be no space. Okay. So by mistake it happened. Sorry for that. So I put in the employee department, and I'm seeing it will return those records where employer designation is DGM. So how many records are having the DGM designation is 2. So that's the count is coming 2. And that error is came because of that space between count and this parenthesis. There should be no space. Okay. And this is all about the aggregate, and I've used all the snapshot for this of the practical purpose which I've done. Then max function, min, average, and that's sum. So I've attached all the snapshot of this practical purpose, and I hope you all have learned today's session, that is aggregate function. And in the next session we will proceed and we will resume our this various commands topic, and that's all for today. Thank you.